Hello everyone and welcome to week 3 of Getting Ready for School. My name is Sukhvinder Dillon and I'm the Deputy Manager at Vistafield Nursery in the South Greenwich Children's Centres. Starting school is an exciting time for children and their parents. However, it can be a stressful experience if not thoroughly prepared for at home and school. Remember, every child is different and they all start at different abilities. If you work with all the professionals involved in your child's life, you will help your child achieve their personal best.
Whilst in the reception class, your child will continue to learn by doing things for themselves, by exploring and investigating, watching and listening, talking and discussing, creating and communicating. In other words, playing. Play can also be very messy, as your child will be learning both inside the classroom with sand, water, paint, but also in the outdoors with mud, leaves, etc. So you can expect some mucky clothes at the end of the day.
All children in reception follow the curriculum called the Early Years Foundation Stage. This is made up of 7 areas, 3 prime areas and 4 specific areas of learning. One of the prime aspects for the first focus of your child's year at school is personal, social and emotional development. Their teacher will be aiming to give them a good start in their school experience by helping them form positive friendships, build confidence and self-awareness, as well as managing their feelings and behaviour. Physical development is important too. You may begin to notice that they are moving more confidently and to understand how to look after themselves and be healthy. Children learn through speaking and listening first and foremost. And during the school year, you may notice your child communicating in a variety of ways at school. For example, through stories and in a conversation with adults and their friends, or through facial expression, movement and dance. Children will gain a wide experience of reading, writing and phonics. Many parents are daunted by phonics, but there's no need to be. Find out in advance which phonics scheme your school uses and give yourself time to familiarise yourself with it. Remember to focus on the sound of the letter rather than the name, as this will help your child have a go themselves when they are ready. Whilst in reception, your child will focus on numbers 0 to 20. Complete simple sums, identify shapes, space and achieve simple ways of measuring. Children learn about the world too, exploring different communities and people, and how we can use different forms of technology in our learning. Imagination and creativity are championed in the areas of expressive art. Your child will be encouraged to use media and materials and engage their imagination in different ways. The key thing to remember here is that your child learns holistically. In other words, they will be learning all 7 areas all together in a fairly jumbled way. So if your child spends most of their time in the sand area, there's no need for concern. They may well be covering all kinds of important areas, working with different material, shapes, quantity and volume, creating imaginative worlds and feeling different textures, and even developing motor skills and strength for writing.
Two-way communication is really important for reception children, not to mention their anxious parents. The EYFS requires all children in reception to have a key person, either a teacher or a teaching assistant, who will make a special relationship with your child and be a point of contact with you. It's really worth making sure that you know who it is and keep the key person up to date with what your child is interested in at home, so that they can try to incorporate your child's interests into the planning. If you have any worries or concerns, do please let the staff know about them. By talking concerns through together, you can all benefit and learn more about your child. Your child will be informally observed throughout their time in reception, and the teachers will use the observations to assess your child's learning. Most reception teachers encourage you to write wow moments or magic moments that can be added to your child's learning journey, whether it be in the form of a book or an electronic portfolio. Read to your child and encourage them to read to you. Read anything and everything, not just reading scheme books. Real books with pictures, rhyme and enjoyable stories are crucial here. Try to encourage your child to talk about the pictures or to make predictions about what will happen next. Encourage your child to recognise and read print when you are out shopping, on the bus or at the park. You will probably be asked to fill in a reading diary each time you read with your child. This can be a really useful communication tool, so the more info you provide, the better. Talk to your child about individual letters, especially the letters in their name, and their sounds. Singing songs and nursery rhymes really helps them to find out more about letters and sounds. Play I Spy when you go out, using the sound the letter makes rather than its name. For maths, there are all sorts of ways to encourage number recognition. Try to involve your child in using numbers at home by singing number rhymes and songs, or by encouraging them to recognise and read numbers when you are in the car. When shopping, ask them to select the number of apples or bananas you need. They're helping you out and learning at the same time. Once the excitement of the first few days are over and children begin to settle into routines and rhythms of school life, effective communication between school, home and other care settings remain vital. Many children settle into school life easily, while others take longer. Don't worry if your child is tearful and clingy for the first few days. It's quite normal. And although you might feel terrible leaving them, they will most likely be playing quite happily within a few minutes. If your child seems exhausted at the end of the day, let them have some quiet time or even a nap when they get home. If they're starving hungry, a healthy snack and a drink can help restore energy levels. It's also quite common for children's behaviour at home to change when they first start school. So don't be surprised if your little one becomes more clingy, argumentative, lethargic, excitable or prone to tantrums for a while. Summer-born children in particular, who start school soon after turning 4, may need extra sensitivity and flexibility to help them settle in. Familiarise yourself with the school's guidelines on illness. Stomach bugs and other illnesses can easily spread among young children, and exclusion periods should be carefully followed. Make mornings easier by gathering book bags, PE kits and any other vital items by the front door the evening before. Involving children in the process will help them as they start taking more responsibility for their own belongings.
That's all from getting ready for school for today, but do keep using the ideas suggested over the weeks. We hope that you have found these sessions useful, and we'll revisit the videos as your child's start date in reception draws nearer. Thank you for watching us. We wish you, your 4-year-old and your family a happy school experience. Bye!